Happy NaNoWriMo, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a wrap-up of all the books that I read in the month of October, and then that will be the last video that you see from me until December, where I'll be attempting Vidmas again, so you will see a video from me every day for 20 days, I believe, 20 days, so I'll be doing that, but I will not be uploading any other videos in the month of November because I am doing NaNoWrimo. Not even going to vlog it this time. I'm really concentrated on just getting her done, you know? I really want to reach 50K this year. It's a very important goal to me, so I'm very optimistic that it's going to happen because right now I'm on track. So it is, as I say that, only day 4, but, you know, a good beginning should indicate a good end, right? I wanted to tell you guys about some of the books I read this month because I must say, I had an excellent reading month, considering. Oh, that's cold. Okay. So, the first book I read in the month of October was How to Write a Novel by Nathan Bransford. My mom gave this to me because she didn't want it anymore. I read it in the month of October to prep for NaNoWrimo, and I must say, I see why she didn't want it anymore. It's mostly self-indulgent bullshit, and I was expecting some quality, like, tips on how to write something, and really it was just stuff like, rule number 12, you have to start somewhere, so, how do you get started writing a novel? Start writing. That is complete bullshit, so, it was not what I was hoping for. I gave it 1 star, to be honest. It was kind of boring. Actually, it was very boring and completely useless. Sorry, my dude. Next, I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This has been on my TBR for ages, probably since I started BookTube back in 2017. And it was spectacular. I loved every second of it. It was very reminiscent of Sorcery of Thorns for me. Or maybe I might mean a different one. Let me look it up. So, as I'm doing this, how are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? I feel like the end of this year is just kind of a bit of a clusterfuck, you know? We're just kind of tumbling down a hill at maximum velocity. You know, nothing wrong with that, also kind of stressful, so I hope you all are doing really well. I hope you're managing your stressors. What was it? What did I read? Okay, so it was An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson, which, by the way, I recommend that as well. I can't believe I read that so long ago. Geez, that feels like I just read that. Very Margaret Rogerson, Sorcery of Thorns. What did I just? An Enchantment of Ravens. Very Enchantment of Ravens vibes. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, Holly Black is the one who did the middle grade Spiderwick Chronicles, which were my shit when I was young. So, definitely recommend, but I'm sure you've already read it. I seem to be quite late to the party this time. As you all know, hold on, I need another book. If you've been keeping up with my classwork, which you would because it's in every wrap-up video, this month I also read these 2 books by Virginia Woolf. I have to say, I have a lot of respect for Virginia as a writer. I truly think that her mind is unprecedented, and I don't think we'll see another one like it for a long time. I also think that she's kind of a jerk, and I think that a lot of the stuff that she says is a little repetitive. Like, clearly what she says is brilliant, and it consistently is brilliant, but you can only repeat the same brilliant thing so many times until it gets to be a little bit dull. And that's just my personal opinion. Please don't, like, slander me. I know that, I feel like Virginia Woolf is very, like, yes or no. For most people, she just has a writing style that really is something else. And my problem with her is that, like, it's not even about the books, because most of the time the books are pretty good. This one wasn't great, I gotta say. It's pretty long, and my professor was like, oh, it's a quick read, you're just gonna speed right through it, and I was like, okay, I doubt that, but thank you for that confidence. He was wrong, I did not speed through it. She's pretty chunky, and I must say, I don't really understand much of the plot. And she's kind of like suffragette in here, which didn't love that. She kind of implies that, like, the suffragette movement is like the violent aspect of it is based in like women who experience childhood trauma, which I also have like all sorts of issues with, but that's a topic for another day. This was also good, not as good as Mrs. Dalloway, which I actually did really enjoy that from her. But this is kind of like another Miss Dalloway, but a little different. She really just moves around the same, like, she's examining the same literary qualms and, like, testing out the same kind of idea of narrative technique over and over again. And her prose is so beautiful that most of the time she gets away with it for me. But by the time I finish it, I'm like, wow, my one brain cell has been just sprinting this whole time, and I'm just exhausted. So I don't think I've been giving Virginia Woolf star ratings because I feel like it's not fair to rate her on a star rating. She belongs in a class of her own. So I will say for most of these, including I think these 2 books, I wouldn't read these if I wasn't doing a seminar on Virginia Woolf right now. Mrs. Dalloway, I would highly recommend to anyone, even if you're not like a Woolfian or a modernist or anything like that. So yeah. I also read Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and I have to say, it just... Sophia's been telling me to read this for ages, and I'm always like, yeah, I will, I'm sure it's really good. And I finally got around to it, and I'm like, wow, it's really good. It just, like, it's a book that made me genuinely proud to identify with the LGBTQ community. I'm obviously, like, very proud on a normal basis, as you can see from most of my videos. But, like, the idea of having that kind of narrative talent within our community was just striking for me. And, oh god, first of all, it's, like, it's soft, but it also is just, like, a truly, like, a literary piece of work. It truly is just, like, beautiful. And it also juxtaposes, like, the modern day idea of the queer love story with, god, there were letters in there from gay couples, like, and, like, little pieces from letters from gay couples in history, and that is, like, my favorite thing. I love when you talk about historical gay people, like, that is my shit. So it just hit all my buttons, 5 out of 5. Loved it. Well, this video already went up on my channel. This is my new favorite book for the year. I cannot condense my thoughts at all. As a matter of fact, I had to cut a significant amount out of my whole video long review on this book. And that wasn't even covering everything. I am thinking about publishing a literary critique novella about this book. So if you're interested in that, let me know down below. I know that Diane already mentioned she'd be interested in it, which thank you. I'm very excited. Yeah, so if you're interested in my thoughts on this, I will link that down below. I do recommend you watch that because that video, I'm probably the most proud of that video for my booktube videos of this year. So give that a watch if you like. Yeah. So that concludes my reading wrap up for October. Look at us just chugging along. I guess that's where we end. I will not see you next week because I will not see you until December. But then I'll be seeing you a heck of a lot in December. So get ready to see me in your subscription box every goddamn day. And I don't know if you're ready for it. It's gonna be real good. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in December. And if you're doing NaNoWriMo, I wish you incredible luck. Bye!